Hey, God bless you all. Sammy D here. You know, I want to quote that scripture, Philippians chapter 4, verse 11. The Apostle Paul writes, those that know their scripture, you know what I'm talking about. He said, I've learned to be content in all situations. In other words, I am pleased, satisfied, happy, content in every situation. I've eaten peanut butter and jelly for dinner, and I've had nice steak with potatoes. Yes, I've had Kool-Aid to drink, and I've had the best of waters. But I've learned to be content. I live comfortable. Let me show you around my place here. My bathroom, kind of personal, private, but it's clean all the time because I have a home attendant that takes care of all this stuff. Look at this here. Nice. Because of my condition, I have a nice stool to sit when I take my shower. Beautiful. This is the entrance right here. My hallway's always clean and very quiet, like a hotel. Let me show you down the hallway where I take my stroll with my walker. Long, quiet hallway. Beautiful. Let me show you around. I always leave my door open in the daytime. Let me open it right now. Nobody comes here, thank God. Look at this. I just got this yesterday. It's a mat. I put it up there. Keeps my stove nice and clean. My oven. I got this beautiful coffee pot. Just purchased it. Home attendant's son gave it to me. It takes half a minute to do coffee. You put the coffee up here, which I keep down here, look. Bang! Bang, boom. And you put the cup there, you hit the numbers, and the coffee just comes right out. My friend Cheryl gave me one that I keep as a backup. I put it away just recently. I got some fruits over here, microwave. Look at this here. I eat 2 of these every day. 2 or 3, in fact. Every day. These are very healthy for you. I keep figs and dreads. Se fue. Gone. Yeah. Look at that there. Nice, clean. Everything. My refrigerator. Full to the brim. Nice and neat. Look at these. Beautiful. Friend Cheryl gave me that when I moved in here. One of my best friends, Cheryl Rios. Knowing her for, she ain't that old, but I've known her for at least, I don't know, what do you think, Cheryl? Give and take a little, like 1,000 years? Seems that way, right? Cheryl gave me that too. I use it for my foot. Strengthen it. Look at this beautiful light. Cheryl's son gave me that. Cheryl, you hooked me up. Let me turn this light on. Hold up a minute. That beautiful. Look at that there. Ain't it beautiful? I tell you, I live comfortable. Look at this here. My TV, beautiful. I don't watch it that often. I may watch some sports or some news. Got my instruments over here. Look at these beautiful instruments. Bata. You can play that with Indians play that. And this is tambora. Dominicans play that. They do the Dominicans play a lot of merengue. You heard it? Now you. Hey man, here we go. Okay, I got my congas up there. Beautiful. Trombone, bongos in the back. I got everything. I got the vibes right there. I got a harmonica. Look at those plants. Look at that. Jahani, my home attendant, brought those here. She waters them. She tells me to talk to them once in a while. I ain't got nobody else to talk to, so sometimes I do talk to the plants. They're growing. What can I say? They're beautiful plants. Got my guitars, my banjo. I put a hat on it just to goof around. La guitarra. I got 2 saxophones, the alto and the soprano. I have the clarinet. I do have a trumpet back here. I have 2 trumpets. Another one here. And I have 2 flutes. They're not out yet. Then the timbales. Oh yeah. Tito Puente style. One. Got the timbalito right there. Nice. Nice. Big sofa. Johanny sold that pillow for me. She sews. She's a tailor. And then I have my bedroom. I got up this morning, or this afternoon, I slept in. And I haven't done my bed yet, but I'll give you an idea. Está la cama. La gorra encima de la cama. All of them are Christ centered. Got hats there. Whoop, wop, weep. Everything. Hooked up to the brim. To the brim. I tell you, I live comfortable. Man. And this is only the beginning. If you're faithful in the little things, God will set you up with bigger things. So, at my closet there, listen, I had at one time over 250 suits. I'll tell you a short testimony. I had 250 suits. I was working in the hospital, so you had to kind of dress up. You didn't have to, but I decided to. Wear a tie, wear my suits, suspenders. Man, I was decked down. Yep, Johnny Coo. Yep, Dazzle. Anyway, one day a visionary came to the church to preach. The church I was at the time, it was called the Bay Ridge Christian Center. Now it's called the World's Harvest Community Center. Pastor Luke and Yvette are there. I was one of the ministers with Pastor Padilla, Luciano Padilla. I used to greet him as the General Padilla Jr. And the missionary came in, he talked about he only had 1 suit. He was from the Dominican Republic. He only had 1 suit, so he had to wear it on Sundays. So after the service, the pastor calls me over. Sammy, come over here. I said, yeah, Pastor, what's up, General? He says, how many suits do you own? I said, General, I don't know. And I was like, well, what are you asking me that for? I said, I don't know, man. I have enough. I have a lot. He said, why don't you give some away? This gentleman here preaches. He's a pastor in the Dominican. He don't have any suits. He got 1. And when I left him, I said, when I started talking under my breath, with my suits. What are you talking about? So when I got home, I fell to my knees and started crying. When I looked at my walk-in closet, I started crying. I said, Lord, I don't need all these suits. I'm going to start giving some away. I felt conviction. And I said, man, I got to give some of these suits away. Yo tenía más de 250 trajes. La corbata, los tirantes, los zapatos. Bueno, estaba bien pimpeado. Y un día así, el pastor me dijo, mira, ven acá, Sammy, después de un servicio, el misionero dijo que lo que yo tengo es un traje. Yo uso eso los domingos. Yo no tengo más ropa. El pastor me preguntó, Pastor Luciano Padilla Jr., que yo lo respeto mucho, está con el Señor. Y mire, yo le digo, General Padilla, porque era un tremendo pastor, me preguntó, ¿cuántos trajes tú tienes? Yo digo, ¿por qué tú me estás preguntando eso? ¿Por qué tú no consideras darle ropa a otra gente? Tú tienes bastante. Este pastor tiene lo que tiene es un traje y viene a predicar los domingos con ese traje en su patria, en su lugar, en su tierra. Y yo digo, yo me fui de pastor así, hablando bajito, y no me sentí bien. Digo, pastor es mío. Entonces cuando llegué a casa, yo soy un poquito gracioso, o soy un poquito loquillado, como usted quiere decirle. Cuando llegué a mi casa, pues caí bajo la convicción del Espíritu Santo. Una cosa así, que yo amo al Señor y yo sigo los pasos del Espíritu Santo. Eso es lo importante. Y caí bajo la convicción. Y miré así todos mis trajes. Y dije, espérate, yo no puedo tener toda esta ropa. Hay gente que por ahí que necesita. Me tiré de rodillas, me puse ahí. Estoy hablando de unos 20 años atrás. Yo trabajaba en el hospital y siempre estaba trajeado, siempre estaba bien, me decían el ping-pong, siempre estaba bien pimpeado. Y esto va años ya, pero yo dije, debo regalar. Y este predicador estaba ahí fin de semana, eso fue un viernes, estaba ahí sábado y domingo. Cuando llegó el domingo yo le llevé 15 trajes, era el tamaño